What else do you want?
Have a nice week, everyone. See you next week. How about them video games? I'm sure we've got a lot to talk about video games in the first half. Murray Crombo Weebs, my name is Cole, his name is Jay. We like anime, and this is episode 236 of AniPro. And on this week's episode, we're gonna try to figure out which anime character would make the best secret agent. Jay and I have both been playing the new 007 game. Spoilers, I got the 007 game. Find out what I think about it a little bit, I guess, in the first half. In the first half, as of recording, we just had Summer Games Fest and the Xbox Showcase, so we're just going to kind of discuss some of the games that were announced at that. First time here, leave a like, subscribe. Do it before you even watch any more of us. Just do it. Do it. Don't even just.
You see that sub button down below? You see it just chilling right there, just looking at you with pleading eyes. Yeah, just click it. What's the worst that could happen?
What? Come on, you could just hit subscribe, and you could be like one of the dozens of subscriptions I have on YouTube that I never ever look at. Or you could look at us. You could say, "Wow, yeah. I remember those guys." AniPro, I remember them.
Oh, you could every Sunday just be like, "Oh my God, a new AniPro episode? Well, I gotta watch that."
You could join the dozens of people who do that every week. I'm sure.
Yeah,
I've been told by myself.
And then, if you're feeling like extra spicy, you know those friends that you have, those people that you call friends. If you tell them about us. Look, I understand. We're both anime fans. We've been anime fans back when, before it was not looked down upon. So I get it. Like initially you'll be met with like who are those AniPro guys? But eventually you'll show them to us, and they'll go, "Oh, these AniPro guys are like pretty cool."
They're pretty okay, actually. And you know what? I'm gonna even go one step further, Jay, because we're about a month out now. So I figured, we should probably start advertising this. We're gonna be at Icon this year in sunny Winnipeg, Manitoba, all weekend from the 17th to the 19th. So if you want to meet us in person, you can absolutely come in. Say hello.
Give us your hottest take. We'll probably have another hot take board.
We probably will. That was a rousing success.
Endeavor.
It was a rousing success last year. But Jay, we've got all of the housekeeping and stuff out of the way. So just really briefly before we get into our discussion about Games Fest and everything, how's your week been? What's new with you?
I think like the most recent thing that's been going on is Summer Games Fest, so we'll get into that in a little bit. But I did beat 007 First Light.
Oh.
Since
me too.
Oh, you beat it?
No. I just got it. So no spoilers, Jay. Don't give me any spoilers. No. I know. When you first got it last week. It was just last week you got it.
Yeah.
You were saying like this is in contention for Game of the Year. Do you still hold true to that? Did the ending land, or did it fail?
I think the ending landed, but now that I've had a bit more time to like let it stew with me, I don't know if like it's going to be in the discussion for Game of the Year in general, but I really enjoyed it.
Okay, good.
I think of the games that I have played this year, and I haven't played that many games this year. This one was fantastic. It felt like you were just playing through a James Bond movie, and that's really what I wanted from it. So
yeah. Sorry, I'm just reducing my light a little bit so I have less of a ghostly glow. It's a little better.
That's fair. And then just like I've said this online in the past, but if Patrick Gibson, the person who plays this James Bond, is just our James Bond going forward, I wouldn't be upset, honestly.
I wouldn't. He's got the look of James Bond. I know it's a pretty plain James Bond, like pretty bog standard, black hair, blue eyes, but like,
yeah,
that's James Bond. Like he's described as that in the books, and I'm fine with it. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I think he's the right amount of suave. The youth element to him as well is there. The youth. He's like what, 20, late 20s?
26, I think.
Yeah, in the game he's 26. He says it in the game. Yeah. Very light spoiler. I just need to know: is there a gun barrel sequence at any point in the game?
A gun barrel sequence, like where you shoot gun barrels?
No, the famous. It's James Bond walking. And then he...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing that's like at the end of the game.
Yes.
Okay.
They do it like the Daniel Craig movies where it's at the very end.
Good. That's what I like. And then the theme.
Yeah.
Does the theme. Okay. Good.
Yeah. No. Don't worry. It's a James Bond movie, Cole.
Yeah. It's just an interactive James Bond movie.
Yeah. And then like it does like the classic like James Bond text at the end.
James Bond will return.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, no, if he's the new Bond, that's good. I mean, like I've the rumors for years have been like Idris Elba as James Bond as well, which would be cool. Which would be cool as well if they wanted to go down that route. But hey, man, I'd be cool with this being the Bond going forward.
I'm fine with it. I love the idea of like a new generation, like literally growing up with James Bond. Like, his name just slipped my mind. Daniel Craig.
Yeah.
Like technically we grew up with him because like, his movies started with Casino Royale where he earned the 007 moniker and all that.
Right.
But he is an actor. He was like already like he wasn't young when he started playing.
No, he was probably in his 30s at least by the Casino Royale.
Yeah.
Which again is like my favorite Bond movie, but what a bold stance from me.
But it's a good game. I think that if you like Uncharted games or like the Hitman series and you want more of that, I think that this will scratch that itch. I know people push back against the term Bond girl, and I understand why, but at the same time, it just rolls off the tongue so well that
it's just quintessential James Bond. It's just part of the formula, that it just is what it is. It's from a different time.
Yeah.
And it's just more fun. It's just fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But the point I was trying to make is I like the Bond girl in this game.
You almost said movie.
I did.
It is very cinematic.
Yeah.
I've gotten the game too. This isn't what's on my mind, but I just want to kind of add to what's on your mind.
Yeah.
A lot of fun as well. I'm having with it. Really makes me want to play the Hitman games. I've never played any Hitman games.
No,
and it really makes me want to like play one of the more recent Hitman games. I was watching some YouTube clips, and it's like, oh, this is clearly the same engine.
Yeah,
like the HUD and everything looks exactly the same.
Okay.
Yeah, the product placement in the new James Bond game too is pretty funny to me. The watches, the cars, and all of that. It's fun. It's fun.
I mean, it's James Bond. Like literally, like you see the watches and you see the cars, and honestly, the thing I thought was just like, this is a James Bond movie. Like if this were a movie, it would also have this product placement in it.
Oh, for sure. Omega watches, Aston Martin cars. Yeah. And I forgot to put a watch on today. So go. Excellent.
You messed up.
Excellent. I really screwed up.
We're ruined from the beginning.
Yeah. Arrest me. Bring me in, boys. I will say the one thing I'll critique lightly is the combat in it is a bit. Maybe I'm starting to get more used to it now, but like, do not go in guns a-blazing in this game, I would say, until you get a gun.
I think that like the thing is that like it's not easy. Like no. there are some combat systems where it's like, oh, you just like counter and win. I think of like the Arkham games where like you can literally just mash the counter button, you win.
Yeah. Guys will kind of stand around and wait. Like if one guy's attacking, another guy won't. This one, if you trigger with like without killing any of the enemies first, or incapacitating of the enemies first, and they come in, they surround you and they just beat the tar out of you. and you're like struggling to like try and block and counter, and like 3 guys will be attacking you at once, you're done. If you trigger all of the enemies to attack you, you're toast.
Yeah, I do like that though, because like I feel like it's feels
realistic.
more. Yeah. But like even then, like it's not that it's realistic. It's just like more that like if the combat were super easy, why would I do stealth at all?
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Whereas like I feel like if I'm like, oh well, there's only 2 guys left. Yeah, I'll just run in and beat them up in hand-to-hand combat, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
if there's
like,
a couple guys left, you're probably okay. I'd say any more than 3, it's almost impossible.
There was one mission, I think I talked about this, but I can't remember. But like there was one mission I disguised myself as a guard, because I had to like pick up a USB drive or something like that. And I just like walked in up to the USB drive and was just like, "Hey, how's it going?" And like they were all like their alert was turned off because they thought I was a guard. And the moment I walk up to the to the thing, they all go, "Huh?" And like all of a sudden I'm surrounded by like 10 guys or something like that.
Yeah.
And I just like booked it out of there because I was like, nope, I'm done.
Yeah. So that's the one thing. It's not a critique, I guess. It's just I'm used to, like, of course I'm playing on easy mode because I'm a big baby. If even on easy mode, if you get surrounded, you're done. It's not a critique. I'm getting more used to it, and it is more immersive in that sense.
Yeah.
But once you got a gun, then you can find cover and just kind of pick people off one by one.
For me, the only problem I really had was sometimes I would mix up the block and dodge buttons. So like a guy would be going to grab me and I'd press the block button and he'd grab me and throw me and I'd be like,
I do that all the time. Or I'll try to like sidestep and I'll be like right up against the wall, so I have nowhere to sidestep to. So he just grabs me and throws me. But if anyone's played the game, let us know what you think as well. But I'm having a blast with it.
For me, like there was never a point where I died where I was like, oh, this is the game's fault. I always felt like it was a skill issue on my part. Yeah.
I can't blame the game. I would like the camera back a little bit more so I can see more of behind me, I guess. But again, like that's just the way the game is designed. So skill issue. Get better at moving the camera, Cole.
Or like when I first encountered gunplay outside of the tutorial, which I thought the tutorial was really cool because it's just a training montage.
It's a training montage. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
It's really cool. But it was like in that airport scene where like you're chasing after the guy and he's going into the plane.
Yeah.
I literally just was like, nope, and just ran past everyone.
You just booked it?
Yeah, I just booked it, and then like I died, and I was like, oh, now I have to do it all over again. And then like they respawned me right in front of the plane. I was like, oh, they just gave it to me. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. You triggered the checkpoint, I guess.
Yeah.
So. Oh, you killed everybody already. You're fine.
You got it. You're good.
That is the most Uncharted segment as well in the whole game. That plane chase sequence.
Yeah.
It's so Uncharted, but it's fun.
Oh,
it's cool.
Man, when you like skydive off of the plane and the James Bond theme just like starts blaring. Oh,
beautiful.
It was so good.
Yeah. We've gushed about you've had your chance to gush about it for a couple weeks. I'm sure I will be gushing about it for a couple weeks, and then but we got to get it all out of our system.
Yeah, no. I needed to get the last little bit of
the last remnants of it. I was just gonna say at the Games Fest they announced that there's some new missions coming as DLC, I guess. So.
Yeah.
Not quite done yet, Jay. Not quite done yet.
Nope. Yeah. And then obviously I think they said they're planning a trilogy, so
yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Keep this going. It's great.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. But I have the next game I plan to play on the back burner, and I'm probably going to start it tonight, but I'll probably talk about it later.
Okay. We'll save that for next week then. We'll save
it for later in the episode. But for now, Cole, what's on your mind?
Oh, well, I've been dying all week.
Mm.
In case you couldn't tell. I can't escape being sick, and I hate it. I hate it. It's a brief what's on my mind this week. It's I'm sick. I'm stuffed up, but I'm okay now. James Bond has been helping me out, so I can't complain too much. But that's pretty much it. I'm sick. that's what's on my mind.
Oh, one last thing on James Bond. There was one part in the game that like really had me like, oh, let's go. So there was like one part in the game where guards were coming out, and you just hear one say like, we got a very big call about just one guy, and I'm like, oh, now I feel awesome.
I guess I haven't gotten to that point yet, but like you, I want to get through this recording so that I can go play video games. No, I've spent more on video games in the last month than I probably have in a number of years with Forza and James Bond, and I don't know which one I like more. Like, they're both excellent games.
They're both good.
We're eating good so far. Yeah.
Man, this year has been so good. How the hell are we supposed to get anything else this year?
Well,
and beyond.
Well, let me play a drop while we get into our proper first half topic here.
Welcome to the Game Corner.
Yeah, in case I wouldn't say you've been living under a rock, because it's not like major news, but in case you're not kind of up to date, the Summer Game Fest was over this past weekend as of recording. Yeah. So from the June 5th was Game Fest, and then June 7th was the Xbox Showcase. And we watched both. We did a bit of a live stream thing in our Discord, which we'll be doing more often. So come to our Discord as well, just to plug that too. But I picked out a few games. You picked out a few games, and I thought we could just kind of open discussion about them. Some of the games that we're looking forward to, some of the games that kind of looked cool. The first one I picked out, which like wasn't surprising to me, but like, man, the aesthetic of it and everything just got me hyped. I know I'll never play it. I know I'll never play it because I never played the first one, and that's Alien Isolation 2. That trailer makes me want to dip my toe in, but I know that's as far as I'll get because I'll just be too scared. Alien Isolation is apparently one of the most like what's the word I'm looking for? Like, successfully. It successfully puts you in like a horror mood. Like, it's one of the most terrifying games, and like, it's hide and seek with a monster, essentially. Yeah. With a very unique AI that simultaneously knows where you are but also doesn't. It apparently has like, it's like a two-brained AI system for the alien. But it's just the aesthetic of it, the sound effects, and that like analog technology and stuff from the Alien movies. It just looks so cool. Jay, have you ever played Alien Isolation?
I've never played it personally, but I've heard really, really good things about the original one. So the fact that it's getting a sequel is hype.
Yeah, no, exactly. And like I said, like it didn't surprise me that it's getting a sequel, but it's just like when, and now we know that it's on its way. So look forward to that one. I'm gonna be scared to play it, but I'll try. I'll try and be a big boy. To give it a shot.
I wish I could get into Alien Isolation. I'm not the biggest horror game fan, and I think you said the same thing.
Yeah.
But I think you're also an Alien fan, so I think that's more of a gateway for you than for me, who doesn't really care for horror and doesn't really care for aliens. So
right. Yeah. No, that's just it. Yeah. I'm more of a fan of the IP than I am of horror games. That said, this next one I picked out, it's from the same creator as like Shadow of the Colossus and stuff like that. And it's a giant mech, and that's Gen Atlas. Also looks really, really cool. I don't know.
It does look really cool.
I don't know exactly what the gameplay will be, but it's such a like that director does such a good job with scale. So if you're, which this is what it looks like, you're just a little normal sized person, kind of like fighting against humongous, in this case, mechs. Whereas in like Shadow of the Colossus, you're kind of a gnat on a giant animal that's constantly trying to be swatted off. So if we've got the same thing going here, then I'm into that. Just from
it also,
a sci-fi perspective too.
Yeah, like it looked like it was like a third-person shooter kind of game.
Yeah.
So like kind of like sci-fi Shadow of the Colossus almost, where instead of wielding a sword, you're wielding a gun.
Yeah. Which like right on the tin there, like that description, sci-fi Shadow of the Colossus. That's so cool.
That's cool. Yeah.
That sounds really cool. I'm into it. That'll be I'll play that one. I won't be too scared to play that one.
And the other thing that just gives me hope for it is like the game looks pretty far in development from the trailer we've seen. And like the only game that he put out that like was remotely not that great was The Last Guardian, but that was in development hell for like years.
Yeah.
So like I can understand why it didn't come out as great as say Shadow of the Colossus. So I'm kind of hoping that it's leaning more toward that game's quality rather than Last Guardian.
Which I have faith. I
do too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This next one though, I know you're a big fan of this IP, and I'm a little fan of this IP, but based on kind of the what's going on with it, and it being kind of a beloved story in the original comics, and that's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Last Ronin. Didn't see much with the gameplay or any gameplay at all, just essentially a cinematic trailer. But I mean, people seemed really hyped about it. And I know you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan.
I am.
Are you? Do you know anything about this this story?
I've never read The Last Ronin. So like I don't know too much about it narratively, but the thing that has me hyped for it is Platinum Games is doing it.
Right.
Who are the people who did Bayonetta, Wonderful 101, and
Nier.
other games that Nier, that too. And they all have like great action combat gameplay. And then put that on like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game.
Yeah.
With like the Last Ronin story, which I believe, and I'm not 100% sure about this, but I believe the like broad strokes of it is like Leonardo's the only turtle left. Like all of his brothers and Master Splinter are dead. He's kind of the only one left, so he's the last Ronin. And just like it sounds like a bit of a darker, grittier.
Yeah, more akin to like old school TMNT before it became like, the Saturday morning cartoon type of thing.
Yeah.
Which I know, again, just based on online, like people are looking forward to that because we haven't really had that style of Ninja Turtles adapted ever, really? Like the closest would be like the first movie, but even then it was very influenced by the cartoons.
I'd say like the closest we've ever gotten to like the dark Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the original TMNT on NES for like
yeah, like way back. Yeah.
Where like they were basically just the comic turtles. And then
red
I think
bandanas.
and then I think they appeared in like one animated movie that came out in like 2010 or something.
Yeah. No, I'm interested in that one. Not enough to really be excited about it, but interested for sure.
I know I've talked about this before when it comes to games. And this isn't to say I'm not excited for it. I am. It looks really cool. But the thing that kind of keeps me from being like like a 10 out of 10 excited, maybe like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 excited, is the fact that like it was kind of just like a logo and a developer, and that's kind of
Right.
all we got.
Yeah.
Whereas if we got gameplay,
for
I'd
sure.
probably
Yeah.
be more. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, based on the developer and based on the source material,
Yes.
I think we can reliably be excited.
Yeah.
I would lean
Yeah.
further to the 9 than I would the 8, I think. But yeah, to put me over the edge, we need some gameplay for that one.
Yeah.
We did see a little bit of gameplay for the next one, which I don't think you have much to say about, and that's Gundam Rogue Orbit.
Yeah, I'm not a Gundam guy.
No, and that's fair. It looks like an original Gundam story. Basically, I don't know what to say about it. It could be cool, you know. Big mech battling games are always fun, but sometimes they're pretty clunky. We'll see. I just wanted to throw it on here because, you know, we talk about Gundam. Maybe I'll check in next week with Mike about his thoughts on it. But interested, but not overly interested. If it was a Universal Century game, I'd be more excited about it. But I'm speaking Latin.
Interest.
It's piqued my interest. Interested again. Once again, not excited. This one though, when we were watching the live stream, you were like, "Oh, cool! It's a sequel to Wolf Among Us." Wolf Among Us 2 is the game that we're talking about. A game I'm completely unfamiliar with. So I threw it on here because you had a reaction to it. So I'm just curious, like,
so
what this is.
We've known about the Wolf Among Us 2 for years, but it's been a very like rocky development because Telltale also went under a couple years ago, and then they came back and said like, no, we're still working on it. So just the fact that like they're doing it and it's finally like on its way. I'm hyped for it because when I played the first season, which is the first game, it was really good. It's essentially like a Telltale game about like different fairy tale characters and set in like kind of a like noir detective setting.
Okay.
You play as like a personified big bad wolf.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I literally have, like, my knowledge on this franchise is literally zero. Like, I have never even heard of it. But you and the audience, we were watching it, were pretty excited about it, and I was completely unfamiliar with it.
I'll just say, if you like the Telltale games, if you've played like the Walking Dead or any of the other Telltale games, this one's really, really good.
And they also announced like a remake. Coming out
I kind of joked about it when we were doing the watch along event, that I'd like, I'll need to dig out my PS3 to be able to get the save data, but like and that's how long it's been since it came out. It came out on PS3. But they're doing a remaster for it. So one, I'll be able to replay it and actually remember, oh yeah, this is what was going on. And two, I'll have the save data from the first game that'll transfer over, so it won't just be like a fresh.
Yeah, and you don't need to dig out your PS3.
Yeah,
which is all. Who knows where it is? Who knows where it is? You don't know. It's in, like, I don't know, probably like the North Pole or something. I don't know. Probably. The next one here, though, is one that I didn't even realize was getting a sequel, and that's Stellar Blade. It's getting a sequel called Blood Rain, which, say what you will about Stellar Blade, great character designs. You know, people enjoy that game for its character designs. But the gameplay was a lot of fun. What I'm hoping for is maybe a little bit better of a story. The story was definitely the weak link for Stellar Blade. But the combat in it looked cool. Basically, we've got like more of a brawler type of combat system than a, it's all the same. Press X, counter. Yeah. All of that's the same, but the actual character itself is more of a melee combat person rather than a weapon combat person. So I'm interested in that one too. I enjoyed the first game. I have to replay it, I think, to remember how much I enjoyed it. But I also remember thinking that the story was pretty weak. Dialogue was kind of not great.
That's what I've heard. But at the same time, I've also heard really good things about the first one. And from the trailer, and like maybe it's different in the game, we didn't really get to see that much gameplay. But I liked the character design in this one when she was like walking around wearing her cloak. I thought she looked really cool.
Yeah.
So like if they stick to that, I'm in.
There was there were some segments of the trailer where she was not wearing her cloak, and any players of the original Stellar Blade, it also has that element to it as well.
Yes.
Which, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
But the final one that was released during the Summer Games Fest was
this was probably the big one.
The big one for sure. Not unexpected. Like we all knew this was coming, but that's Final Fantasy VII. Yeah. Yeah,
it was more a matter of when than if for this one, because like we knew there were going to be 3 parts. It was just like, when's part 3 coming out?
Yeah.
And I will say this game looks very good.
Of
My
course.
God. Yeah. Just the idea of like, oh, you fly your ship around and then you can like jump off at any point to
in
the
this
ground.
Massive world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What needs to be said? Like the first 2 Final Fantasy remake games have been terrific games.
I still haven't played Rebirth. That's I think the next one on my list. I own Rebirth. I just haven't played it yet. So
why aren't you playing it right now?
Because I'm recording a podcast.
Oh, valid. We should also say it's Final Fantasy VII Revelation is the name of the game. New characters and stuff. I'm not super familiar with the original Final Fantasy VII. Are these like new characters to the? Oh
no. These they were in the original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Every Final Fantasy game has a Cid, and Cid's the guy with the spear or like the pole arm.
Yes, I didn't put that together. Cid is even in like Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. So I should have
because it's a Final Fantasy thing. Every Final Fantasy has to have a Cid, and then Vincent is also just like he was in the party in the original.
He seemed like a Final Fantasy character.
Yeah, very very edgy.
Yes, definitely seemed that way.
But the thing I found out after the trailer, which it was pretty obvious just from watching it, but Sephiroth was recast.
Oh.
Yeah. The actor that played him in the first 2 games, he just wasn't available for this one, so they recast him. Which is really funny because both the actor for the first 2 games and the new one have played Superman at one point.
Really?
The original one, I believe his name is Tyler Hoechlin. He played Superman in Superman and Lois.
Okay.
The CW series. And then the new one, I believe he played Superman in the Lego series.
Henry Cavill?
No, it's not Henry Cavill.
Oh. Okay.
What's his name? Definitely stalling for time here.
No, that's okay. That's all right. You're looking it up.
Travis Willingham is his name.
Travis Willingham. It was right on the tip of my tongue. I couldn't quite recall the name of that individual.
And he played Superman in let's get an actual IMDb thing here just so I don't look like I have egg on my face more than I already do.
No, it's fine, Jay. It's fine. Embrace the egg.
Yum. Very tasty egg.
Well, while you're looking, though, I'll just speak for both of us and say, obviously, this will be a purchase by both of us.
100%.
I've got to complete the trilogy. I have all
Yeah.
3, or I have the last 2 games, so I need to have the 3rd one just to complete the trilogy. But yeah, looking forward to that one as well. Do you got the Lego?
So he played Superman in a movie called Superman Red Sun. He was also in Superman and Ruby, or Superman X Ruby, like the like Ruby, like the
Rooster Teeth thing?
yeah.
Oh, Red Sun.
Pretty
That's
cool.
the one. That's the one where Superman. It's the alternate universe where Superman lands in the Soviet Union, I think.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like evil Superman,
Yeah.
commie Superman.
And he's also Ace in One Piece.
Oh, bad game. Bad game. No longer excited. Well, Jay, I will say once again, you're eating good, because our next game is another remake of a beloved franchise. And it's not the only time that we're going to be discussing this franchise. So just hold on to your butt, Jay. But that's Persona 4 Revival.
Yeah.
When we were watching it, I even said this, like, I can't keep track of these remakes for the Persona games. I thought they just did Persona 4, but no, it was Persona 3 that they did the remake for. They did a re-release for Persona 4, though, didn't they?
Yes, they put Persona 4 on everything, which it used to just be on Vita. Persona 4 Golden was on Vita, and then like they ported it to literally everything.
Right.
And then they were like, no, we're just gonna remake it as well, which okay. I guess
it looks good.
I guess 3 was a big success, so they were like, well, I guess we should do 4 while we're at it.
Well, I support the decision, because if you're doing a port of a PS Vita game, they look fine. Like, the art style lends itself well to being ported. But if you can remake it in a newer engine, clean it up and all of that.
Also, like, this remake looks so good. Like,
it looks nice. You even said, like, this looks gorgeous when we were watching the trailer. Yeah. Obviously.
It just, like, it has that, like, modern Persona style to it. And, like, they all have, like, different distinct styles to it, but, like, they have, like, a certain flair that you don't see in, like, maybe the older games are kind of lacking in it, but starting with 5, like, just a flair that really makes you go, like, oh, that's style.
Je ne sais quoi. It's got that, it's got that,
It's got that sauce.
It's got that sauce to it. It's moist and saucy.
Yeah.
I mean, what's my excuse now for not playing the old Persona games? Like,
they're all good, Cole.
I could have like before, Persona 3. I'm not going to get Persona 3 because, like, there's no Persona 4. I already have 5, I'll stick with it. But now, what's my excuse? I can get 3, I can get 4.
You, like, while you're waiting for 4, you can play through 3.
Right.
And then by the time you finish 3, 4 will be out.
4 will be out. And then I can play through 4, finish 4, and then I can play through 5 again.
Yeah.
And then there might be something waiting for me at the end of that rainbow.
Hopefully.
Who can say? But we should move on to the next game, though, here, Jay.
Yeah.
And that is Spyro, a new Spyro game.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I even said this when they were showing it off, like, is this a Spyro game like Crash 4? Because, like, Crash 4 was really cool, the fact that they did that. And yeah, it's a brand new Spyro game, not a remake or anything. In, like, the vein, from what I can tell, of, like, the first 3 games. I'm in. I love Spyro the Dragon.
I've never played any Spyro games. As a PlayStation stan, I never played any of it. I remember, though, when I first got my PS2, way back in the olden days, like, Spyro is like one of the mascot characters for PlayStation, which is interesting how times have changed, that this game was announced during the Xbox event.
Well, it, like, now Spyro's owned by Activision. Activision's owned by Sony, or by Microsoft now.
Right, yeah. Oh, no, I understand it. It's just, it's interesting how the times have changed, that, like, these, mascot characters have kind of become essential. I won't say public domain because they're not public domain, but like they're released on everything, right?
Yeah.
Rare, for example, like the developer Rare used to be a Nintendo subsidiary, and now it's Xbox. Not that they took Donkey Kong with them or anything like that, but growing up, I remember, you turn on Donkey Kong Country and the Rare logo would come up. Now Rare is they're with Xbox, Microsoft.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's interesting. These developers being bought up by these different companies leads to this dystopian world that we live in, Jay. I don't know what to think anymore.
This dystopian world where games are being made for are sleeping around with different companies.
Yeah. Come on.
The adult world, man.
The adult world. The next one here, though, I don't really know what to say about it. I wanted to throw it on here because it was interesting. They started their trailer with saying this game was completely developed in Ukraine, which was interesting. And it's based off of a Ukrainian property, I think, as well, like a Ukrainian sci-fi property, and that's Metro 2039. I don't know what to think about it. It kind of looks a little Gears of War-y, first-person Gears of War. Kind of looks a little Call of Duty Zombies-ish. I'm not really sure what to think about it. I don't know much about the actual property itself in Metro. Dystopian, kind of that cyberpunky type of thing. Not high-tech cyberpunky, but like more dystopian cyberpunk. I'm curious about this one too. I'm not a big FPS guy though.
Yeah, I'm not a Metro guy, so
yeah. I just wanted to throw it on here because I think the development could be interesting. That they were so proud of the fact that this was developed in Ukraine that they put that at the very start of it. And I'm going to go out on a limb and just say I support Ukraine, and good for them.
Yeah.
Good for them to be able to continue to do this kind of stuff in the midst of all that's going on over there. Another one that I didn't realize was still a thing with Crazy Taxi World Tour. Another Crazy Taxi game. I've never played any Crazy Taxi games though.
I haven't either. I'm very interested in this one. It came out like right after the presentation that they were using AI for to help make the game, so I'm not too sure what that means. But
you know what, though, with just the AI thing, like a lot of times developers have to say like we used AI in the development, even if they used it for like really like menial things. But if it's a big company that's developing it, I kind of give them less leeway. If it's a one-man operation and he used AI to kind of assist with the programming, like I give that a bit of a bit of leeway.
Sega.
This is Sega. Like, come on, guys. You should have enough people that you don't need pay somebody a little bit of money to do those menial things.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee the game's not going to be any cheaper because they used AI. It's going to be the same price as it would be regardless. So, okay, a little bit of controversy behind that one then. Interesting that came out after the fact. Yeah. I do support though that they show that developers use AI, that they are open about that.
Yeah.
And that I just want to push back and just say, if you see that a game was developed by AI, that doesn't necessarily mean it was bad, or I shouldn't say developed by AI, but AI tools were used in the development of it. Take everything with a grain of salt. If a big company is using AI, probably not great. But if like a little guy's using it, like I don't think somebody should be punished for it. There's nuances.
I will say though, like I stand by the fact of like I am happy that they gave the heads up that this is a thing, and that people have the choice to not buy it or buy it depending on how they feel.
Yeah.
Just don't be just don't be like weird with someone else who has a different opinion as you. If someone wants to buy it because it looks cool,
don't ruin their
Like,
day. Yeah, don't
yeah.
be like, that was blah. It's like, man, like, ignorance is bliss sometimes. if somebody doesn't care, then just let them enjoy it. They're not hurting anybody. But I don't know. There's nuance to it, is basically what I'm saying. And I think we're at that point right now with AI where it's a lot of people see AI and their immediate gut reaction is to just poo-poo on it, regardless of the underlying facts.
Yeah.
That statement from me is more of an overall statement. I don't know the backstory behind Crazy Taxi World Tour. I don't know what the AI was used specifically. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. But I'm just saying, use your judgment. We don't got to be going after some little developer who used AI for a little bit of his coding,
Yeah.
That's all. Again, I'll get off my soapbox, though.
It's a very, it's a situational thing.
It's a situational thing, yeah. The next one here, though, our penultimate game that we're going to discuss is a new Castlevania game, which looks really cool.
Yeah, like we've known about this Castlevania game. It was revealed at a State of Play, I think it was last year or like early this year or something like that. And we just got a release date. And the fact that the Belmont this time is a girl.
Yeah. You can hear the anti-woke mob losing their minds over a female main character. God forbid.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Not to get up on my. Sometimes, I will get on my soapbox and I'll say, like, who play the game? Who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares if it's a guy or a girl as a main character? Like, one way or the other. Like, it's just a game.
Mm-hmm.
And, maybe something else can be told of it. A different story can be told because it's a female character. I don't know. I think that's such a stupid thing for people to lose their minds over.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, the game looks cool, and
yes,
I hold the same sentiment of, like, I don't care if you don't like something. No one's forcing you to buy the game.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't ruin it for the people who are excited for it.
Yeah.
You know?
No, for sure. Sure.
If you're gonna go into chat rooms and just be like, why are you excited for this game? It's got a female in it. What are you doing? You don't like, what do you get from this? Do you think the person's gonna go, oh, you're right?
Oh, yeah, hold on a second. Wait a
second. Now that you mention it.
I didn't even put that together. Wait.
Like,
you've convinced me. You've convinced me with your well thought out argument. Game bad, girl character. It's like, wow. Well said.
Yeah. That's the part that bugs me. It's less like it's less a person saying I don't like this and more just the toxic idea of, like, I don't like this, therefore you shouldn't either.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. It's a nuance. There's nuance to everything. I will say there's a little less nuance, though. If somebody's coming at you and they're like, this game's bad because of female character.
Yeah.
Okay. There's levels to the nuance, but yes, I take your point. There is nuance to it, regardless.
Like, at the same time, yeah, nobody's forcing you to like a game,
Yep. Yeah, for sure. But just don't, like, keep that. You don't have to make an announcement to everybody, like, just in case everyone was wondering. I think that females shouldn't be main characters. Don't take that out of context.
Except Stellar Blade, when they look hot and like have unrealistic proportions.
Right. Yeah. Then it's fine. Then it's cool. Then it's cool. Yeah. What does that say about you? The final game, though, Jay, the one that we've all been waiting years for, and
I feel like a lot of people tuned into the Xbox showcase for this game.
For this specifically, we got a color for this game, which was something we were wondering about for a long time, and how we didn't realize it was green is beyond me. Kind of
I think most people on the internet were saying it was going to be green.
Were they? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then it was just me. It was just me. Persona 6. Persona 6 was finally formally announced. There's been leaks out for a number of weeks. But we finally got an announcement for it. We got a logo for it, or at least
we did.
Tertiary P6 logo. And kind of a thematic element to it as well. Like we've got a little bit of a spoopy element to it.
Like occultic a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Definitely interesting. I'm curious. I'm excited for the soundtrack, of course.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
We always enjoy Persona soundtracks.
Yeah, we're gonna get an electric reggae soundtrack. I don't know. I'm just making this up.
Maybe. I think it'll be kind of the same general jazz fusion, but that's fine. I'm here for it with a little bit of a different element to it. Maybe it'll be kind of that like spooky surf rock type of thing that you hear sometimes. I don't know.
Electric horror kind of thing?
Yeah. I don't know what that genre is specifically called, but kind of that Brian Eno type of thing.
Yeah.
For people who know what the hell I'm talking about.
We got like literally nothing aside from
of course.
like a small little like teaser graphic kind of, and then like a logo. And you kind of said like it looked a little spoopy, but like do you have any thoughts on like what the theme could be? Like what because like Persona 5 was kind of like about like a general perception, like perception of the general public, and how that affects reality. Persona 4 is kind of like about like truth, kind of like what you see on TV and the truth that could come from it that might not be true.
Okay.
Persona 3 is kind of about life and death.
I think I hadn't thought about this at all, Jay.
Yeah.
You just sprung this upon me, but I think what would be a cool element is kind of how society sometimes can take an idea and make it real, kind of like ghosts, ghosts aren't real, but like we kind of believe that they are, and our belief in that makes it real. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, like it's about society. It's about society. All these games are about society. So maybe it's about how like people give into propaganda, and because they give into propaganda, that makes it more real than it would be if nobody paid attention to it. So, do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And I could see like, the palaces being kind of like haunted houses or something like that. It's kind of the theme for the different horror themes.
Or like the skeletons in your closet kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, that could be something too. Yeah. Okay. What do you think? Like obviously you've thought about it because you asked the question.
I don't. I've been thinking about like what it could be, but I haven't really come to like a conclusion. But like I feel like it's kind of what you're saying, like kind of like a folklore thing where like if the story is told around enough, it trickles down and eventually it becomes like more of like a legend than like just like
yeah.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I was thinking too. Maybe we're right, Jay. Come back to this in a year or two.
Yeah, come back to this when the game's like actually out, and it's like we were so like
wrong,
way off.
We were so wrong. It's about butterflies and rainbows.
It's about Jesus Christ.
It's about Jesus. It's a thinly veiled Jesus metaphor. Jay, I'm choking. Yeah, come back to this in a couple years. Let us know.
Just like one of the personas is literally just Jesus.
It's Jesus.
It's Jesus.
The most powerful persona. Jesus Christ. That would be something.
The Holy One himself.
That would be a bold stance from Sega and Atlas. But
I could also see it being about like religion.
yeah, okay. Just overall. Even from a meta standpoint, what we're describing could be religious, right?
Yeah.
You know, maybe they're fighting against a cult that more and more people are believing in, and it's becoming more and more real because more and more people are believing in it.
It could be that. It could.
And what is that?
But like it could also be like the idea of like the dangers of like trying to get people to buy into an idea that you have that someone else might not agree with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that would actually be a pretty cool one. The idea of opinion. You know, about like how everyone has an opinion and everyone has a thought about something, and like the game's all about like people who force their opinions and ideas on others.
Okay, yeah, that would be interesting. I will go out on a limb, and I'll say, I guarantee this. It will be about something.
Yes,
it'll say something about society.
It'll say something about something.
It'll say something about society and about how adults are the problem.
Yeah,
which is a classic Persona thing.
Yeah, like it's going to be very much a much more adult story put in a very high school on a high school tin.
Bold takes from us here today.
Yeah.
I will say though, we're about to go to a break, and God, I need it. But before we go to a break, we're going to do an AniPro Asks this week. Just a classic question. You know, you can just think about it over the break. It's a true or false question on this week's AniPro Asks. And the question, because we touched on Gundam slightly. Yeah. So I picked out a Gundam question. The iconic color scheme of the original Gundam, white, blue, red, yellow, was chosen by director Yoshiyuki Tomino to make the robot look like a realistic military weapon. So he picked out the specific color scheme to make it look more militaristic. Is that true or is that false? Think about it. We'll tell you this after this break.
Hey, it's me. I'm taking over the podcast this week, like we always knew I would, to promote, well, AniPro. If you've been enjoying what you've seen so far and want to see more of us, consider supporting us on Patreon, where you get access to new episodes before anyone else, monthly bonus episodes exclusive to our Patreon, your mailbag questions getting pushed to the front of the line so we'll answer them sooner, and extra votes in our Listener's Choice review polls. But I get it. Not all of you are in a position to support us financially, but you still want to show your support. And I'm happy to say that you still can. Rating us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts helps other potential listeners find us easier. And joining our Discord server is a great way to interact with the hosts more intimately than ever before, or other listeners like you. So what are you waiting for? Support AniPro today, join the community, and remember, keep on keeping on. Whatever. Let's just get back to the episode.
Can't afford to pay for the bag.
Yeah.
Oh well, they ain't getting no bag from us. Welcome back to AniPro. How's it going?
How's it going?
We missed you. It's
been a long 2 years.
It's been a long time. You can tell. Look at us. Look at how haggard we are.
Look at how old and grisly we are. This episode of AniPro was 6 years in the making.
Yes, that's right. It's many years in the making. Before we move on, we did ask a question before the break, and that question was Tomino, the creator of Gundam, the original director, chose the iconic color scheme for the Gundam, which is, of course, everybody knows, it's white, blue, red, yellow, to make the robot look more like a realistic military weapon. Jay, what do you think? Is that true or false?
No.
No. So you're going that's false then?
Yeah.
Yeah. I would tend to agree with you, and that is also the correct answer, because honestly, how would white, blue, red, and yellow be a military color scheme? That doesn't make any sense.
What doesn't make any sense to me is like, how does any big robot that flies through space, how does adding a certain color make it look more realistic?
Fair, valid. But I will say Tomino wanted the Gundam to be gray and white to look more like a realistic power armor, similar to a stormtrooper, which makes sense. It was the toy companies that forced him to use bright primary colors to appear to children and sell merchandise. Obviously, I mean, it's not a fun fact. It's a pretty obvious fact, I'll say, in this case. It's very eye-catching, which is kind of the last thing you want in a military weapon.
Mm-hmm.
You may as well paint a bullseye on the chest. Yeah, we used like a red and white striping on it. We thought that would be appropriate. Realistically, the ultimate space camouflage would just be black. You just want something that absorbs light. Even white would be a bad.
What if they used camouflage patterns?
Well, in space, that wouldn't really work, because it would just be like, look at that green and brown thing floating around. That's what I mean. Like, if it was in space, you want like all black, so you can't see it at all.
Yeah. What if like you make it like black with like small white dots, like stars?
Oh, see, now we're thinking. Now we're starting to get somewhere, Jay.
Now we're thinking with portals.
Now we're thinking with portals, as Jay says. Jay's famous catchphrase, now we're thinking with portals. That's something. That's something else, isn't it? Jay, you and I have been playing James Bond. We've been role playing. We've been role playing.
We both joined MI6.
We both joined MI6, which is interesting considering we're Canadian. I don't think we would be able to join.
I think you said this last week. James Bond was based on a Canadian agent. That's true.
Ian Fleming based him on a Canadian soldier who was in intelligence or something. You thought, oh man, what a cool guy. And that guy's name was Cole. He based him on me. Before I was ever born.
It's just an ever it's the snake eating the tail, or Ouroboros. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes. It's true. Me, famously black-haired, blue-eyed, super spy.
Suave. Have you ever had a Vesper Martini?
No. No, what is a Vesper Martini? What is it?
It's
Tell me.
James Bond. It's James Bond's order.
What's in it? Vermouth, I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't remember what's exactly in it, but it is shaken, not stirred.
It's shaken, not stirred, which is apparently a thing.
I can look it up.
To be honest, I've never had a martini in general. I think I would enjoy it, because I'm one of those weird people who enjoys like brine, which is in a martini.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What is it, Jay? I know you got it.
It's a cocktail that was originally made of gin, vodka, and quina lillet.
Okay.
But since that, apparently that form of I think it's lillet, Lillet.
Okay.
It's no longer produced, so they now use Lillet Blanc.
Okay.
Or Cochi Americano.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what any of those words mean except for Americano and Blanc.
I know vodka. I know gin.
Yeah.
I don't know what that last thing is at all.
Neither do I. And then you also put you garnish it with a lemon peel.
Oh, a lemon peel. Okay, it's that kind of martini. I think, I don't know if I've ever had, but I think I would enjoy like a dirty martini, which is basically just the liquor and then like olive brine in it. But like I'm one of those weirdos who likes like pickle brine and olive brine.
From what I've heard, the this martini is like very alcoholic. Like it's something that you like. If you want to get drunk,
I'm sure it is.
Get drunk. This is something to drink. And apparently people were like, the big theory is the reason Bond wants it shaken, not stirred, is when it's shaken, it gets watered down a little bit.
Mm.
And he does that so he doesn't get as drunk.
Mm. Mm. Oh, okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. The ice melts a little bit due to friction, and then it waters it down. I think Bond just wants to get hammered, though. I think that's what he wants.
No, I think he just wants to get hammered.
Yeah.
And then he originally makes this order in Casino Royale.
Okay, good to know. Yeah. Good to know.
That's why it's called the Vesper. He names it after her.
Okay, I'll have to try one day. I'll go to the bar.
I also want to try one.
I'll go to the bar. I'll ask for a Vesper martini, and they'll be like, "Get the hell out of here."
Cole, next time we go to, or when we're at Icon, if we go to the bar, we'll get a Vesper.
Yeah, good idea. Or just a martini in general.
Yeah.
That's a good idea, Jay. That's the best goddamn idea you've had all day.
Let's go. Big dubs all around.
I think
so. What are we doing this week, Cole?
Very simple task. It's been a while since we've done a tournament. I'm curious to see how this tournament will go with just two of us because we don't have a tie-breaking vote. I do have a method for that, though, which we'll do if we need to. What I will say, though, just as a rule to the two of us, Jay, we have to try to not rely on the tie-breaking. We need to come to a consensus.
Okay.
But what we did was we took a collection of anime characters. We did 7 each, so that totals 14 characters from anime and manga. I opened it up to manga a little bit, just so there'd be a little bit more of a mix. That we thought we took these characters that we thought would make good secret agents. They have the aptitude to make good secret agents. So, maybe they're suave, maybe they're just generally smart, maybe they're good at blending in. You take those secret agent elements and you apply them to anime characters, and we'll see which anime character for the thumbnail and the title, we are deciding and choosing out of all of the anime characters ever, which anime character would make the best secret agent. Another one of the rules was they cannot already be a secret agent. We couldn't take a secret agent anime character. Your Lloyd Forger, we cannot use him in this. They have to be not secret agents. I
took it a step further. I was going to use Anya, but I was like, nah, I can't use Anya. She's like tangentially a spy.
Kind of, yeah. Anything, as a rule of thumb, any character from a anime or manga that has the title spy in it is immediately disqualified. So Anya, unfortunately, would not make it. Neither would White or Black from the famous manga Spy vs. Spy. Everyone's favorite manga, Spy vs. Spy. That would not qualify. My money's on Black, though. My money's on Black. Yeah. I don't know.
I've never read Spy vs. Spy.
I think it was a cartoon. I think it was like one of those variety show cartoons in like the 90s on like SNL or something. But yeah, we have a collection of characters here. We won't run through them because we're going to talk about each one of them as we go through. So as we move through this list, we'll kind of introduce them when they get introduced and make our case for them and see who is the last man or woman standing. Jay, have I made my point clear? Is there anything you'd like to add to that?
I think it's pretty clear. We're it's round robin, right? Like we're just like pulling two names out of a hat.
Two names out of a hat.
No bracket. If they lose, they're out of the hat.
They get thrown out of the hat, and then the winner gets put back into the hat. So like one person could be drawn every time, over and over and over again. But that's just going through the gauntlet. That's just the way it is. There will ultimately be one remaining character at the end of this. Yeah. And that's how it goes. So what do you say, Jay? Should we get going on this?
Let's get it started.
All right. I am digging around in my hat. The first character that is being drawn from the excellent anime and light novel series, Spice and Wolf. Holo is the first character, nominated by yours truly, Jay. Me. Cole.
Okay.
This is my my nomination for the recruitment of into the double O program.
Yeah.
And the second character, also nominated by me. So
is that why you chose 7 for each? Because there are 7 recruits in the double O program in the game?
No, that's not. But I'll say it was. Just for
just so you can sound smart.
Yeah. The second character is from one of our favorite anime of all time, Jay. Known as Sword Art Online. Kirito.
Okay.
Is the second nominee. So, Jay, you and I we're running through this list of names, and we're going to select the next double O agent.
We work for MI6. We're like we're Greenway for MI6.
Yeah. Right? We're looking through the files, and we're picking up.
We're looking through the files.
The final.
And M is like she's asking us to give a report on all these agents and who to put through as the final recruit for the double O program.
Right. So interesting. These were both my nominations. These were both the files that I brought in. So let me just give you
no bias on my part.
No bias on your part. I'm just curious where you'll go. I'll start with Kirito because he's kind of the, we know Kirito. We love him. We know him. We love him. So do you all out there.
Even if you don't, you love him.
You
don't
love him.
Yourself.
You love him. But the reason I picked Kirito, in addition to just being funny that Kirito's here, is that Kirito is allegedly very smart. He's a very smart person.
He apparently loves computers.
He's very good at everything. He's a jack of all trade and a master of all. He's charming, allegedly. I don't know why or how.
I mean, he is in a relationship with my wife.
He is in a relationship with my wife, which I don't know how to feel about that.
I don't know how that works.
He also has just kind of a pseudo harem around him at all times.
A little bit.
And he's masterful with weapons. He's got his famous dual wielding skill. He can block bullets with a lightsaber, apparently.
Yeah, he's used a handgun before, apparently.
He's used a handgun. He's been in armed combat with people. I feel like
he also does have experience working for the government because in GGO they sent him in to find and identify death.
Oh, true. He is kind of a secret agent. I don't know if that works for him or against him. He may be compromised, considering he's already worked for a foreign government. But I'll keep him here, Jay. I'll keep him here. Followed up by our next character, who I picked more from a social engineering aspect. Once again, she's charming. She is very good at blending in spite of her obvious things that stand out on her, but she's able to hide those. She's very wise. She's very smart. She's cunning. And if all else fails, she can transform into a giant wolf, which is, you never know, that might come in handy at some point. But ultimately, I think Kirito is kind of a more along the lines of a getting their hands dirty kind of spy, where Holo would be more of a infiltration type of spy.
I feel like Kirito would be a lot more James Bondy. Like he's good. He'd be good at improvising if he needed to. He has that charisma. Yeah. That's needed. He has that factor of rule number 1 of spycraft.
Yeah.
Do the unexpected.
Yeah, always do the unexpected. Yeah,
and I feel like Kirito is known for doing stuff like that.
That's true.
I mean, he can wield 2 swords at the same time.
No one else can do that.
No one else can do that.
Nobody can do that. He's well, he has martial arts training as well, right? He was in Kendo.
He was in Kendo. Yeah.
Which explain, they wrote that in so he can use his swords. But I do want to just say Holo I think would make a very good spy as well, just from a life experience type of thing. I think she would have the wherewithal to also be able to improvise. But I think she's got 3 major downsides to her.
There's one I can think of, but I want to hear what your 3 are first.
Okay, I have a demonstration right here. And
Okay.
those 3 major downsides.
Yeah.
1,
Yeah.
2,
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
Her ears and her tail.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
those of you
okay.
listening on audio only, she has she might not be able to blend in as well as Kirito can.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No,
What was
fair.
what was your
very fair.
downside for her?
I thought of a second one, but I'll talk about the one I was thinking of first because
Okay.
I feel like the first one is, what is Holo's experience working for like a like working under someone?
True.
How was her subordination experience like?
True. That is true. She has the potential to be insubordinate, but I feel like you kind of want that a little bit in a spy.
A little bit, like James Bond can be insubordinate at times. So like I get that.
Often
Yeah.
he is. That's kind of part of his character.
Mhm.
I'll hear that. It's important to point out flaws. So yeah, insubordination could be a potential an issue.
And then the other one, and maybe this is addressed in later Spice and Wolf, but what is your experience with technology?
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, I think as kind of a general rule, we kind of assume they have a general, like what would, Holo is portrayed as kind of a, young, low 20s kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
So like I would assume she would have the average technological experience of your average 20 something, I try to take like the realistic.
Assume they live in the modern era.
Right, yeah. I will say the downsides for Kirito is his lack of life experience, but at the same time, like he's been through a lot, so like that kind of outweighs it too.
I mean, he does technically have army experience because he did like fight on the front lines in SAO.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like he lacks in age, he makes up for in just real world experience. So
and then also he did help the government with the death gun thing.
Right. Yeah. That's, I don't know if that's a plus or a minus, he could be compromised. He also has a family, like he has a family that can be used against him, right?
Well, we've seen his sister, his parents are out of the picture, but his aunt and uncle are conveniently never shown on camera.
Oh, I mean, like he has a significant other and a child.
Yeah.
In big quotation marks. So that could be used as a compromising
Who is
thing.
also very good at hacking.
Yeah. I know which way I'm leaning, and I think I know which way you're leaning as well.
Yeah.
And considering I put Kirito in as just a joke, it pains me to say I think Kirito is probably the winner here.
I think Kirito's the winner.
Okay.
I just feel like there's so many layers to his like real aptitude that could fall in line with it versus Holo, who like in theory she could work, but like there's a lot of holes that I'd have to see addressed.
Is that a pun? There's a lot of holes in Holo that need to be addressed?
It wasn't intentional, but for the sake of making me look smart, absolutely.
Very good. That's spoken like a true spy. I would say Holo would make an excellent like Moneypenny type of girl in the chair.
Yes.
I think.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, but unfortunately, she does not make the 00 program. I'm sorry. No. Moving on, though, our next nominee here is another nomination from me. I'm getting my butt kicked here, Jay. I'm getting my butt kicked. And that is Makima. Oh, and finally, Jay, one from you. One of your manga nominations, and that is Ruri from Ruri Dragon.
Ooh, okay.
So, I'll start off with Makima. Similar to Kirito, she has experience in public sector. She works for a pseudo-governmental organization. In fact, she is the head of that or one of the heads, one of the top people in this organization, the Devil Hunters Association. We have intelligence on her that says that she has a... Where should I go with this? She's very charismatic, I'll say. She has a way of getting people to bend to her whims, which is something. I just feel like she would. She has the government experience. She doesn't need a weapon as well. Any firearm. She has other ways of handling situations, and she already wears a suit to work. So I mean, she's set up. She looks like a spy, and she acts like a spy. Jay, I will say though, I'm curious to hear your arguments for Ruri from Ruri Dragon.
So Ruri, I think like the big plus for her is like she comes across as just an ordinary average high schooler, like just someone that you wouldn't really expect. But like Makima, she also doesn't need a weapon because whenever she needs, and she sometimes considers this like a personal issue, but in the field when she needs to fight, she has dragon powers.
She is a weapon.
She is a weapon. She can breathe fire. She has electricity. I think that there are others that I can't think of off the top of my head, but I think she's got like ice breath. Oh yeah, she does have ice breath too.
Yeah. And she's got basically two blades on the top of her head as well.
She basically is a Q watch.
Essentially, yeah, without the technology. And again, going along with, youth today have a pretty good sense of how technology works, whereas Makima is probably, closer to our age, late 20s, maybe even early 30s. Old Unk. Makima Unk.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
true. So those are our two candidates. Obviously, we have our we both have like our own biases because we did nominate them, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna try. I think you are gonna try, but I can't speak for you. To be as impartial as possible.
I'm going to try to be as impartial as possible. In fact, I was going to say, why don't we go into the negatives for each one of the characters?
Yeah.
My negative for Makima is once again insubordination. Is she power hungry? She has, I'll say, a certain desire for control. If you know what I mean, which could be possibly insubordinate. She doesn't have any baggage, though, I'll say. Like familial baggage. She has dogs, which, I mean, we can take care of. We can have somebody take care of dogs if something happens to Makima. But I'm curious if you've got some downsides for Ruri.
I do. So my biggest downside for Ruri both goes in line with her powers and also for like field experience, and that would be she's very inexperienced. She's not comfortable with controlling her powers, and she's also not comfortable controlling she's not comfortable like in the field. I don't think there's ever been shown any time of her being sneaky or doing anything spy-like. So
that said, you can learn, right? She can learn to do that. That's the whole point of a training program.
Yes. I think that that would be her biggest upside. Is with youth comes the ability to learn and have be able to like absorb and work with them so they can get to that level.
I will say though, in terms of experience, Makima certainly has a leg up on her.
Yes.
I would say. Yes. That said, though, I'm curious if you've got any, if you have any positives for Makima. Just for argument's sake. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the biggest positive for Makima I would have would be the fact that, like, she has experience hunting down different a certain being that isn't necessarily in the public eye without like the mass public really knowing about it.
Right.
Which goes in line with like a secret service, right? Like she's able to do things without the public being alerted to it happening.
Right. Yeah. And just for fairness, the positives for Ruri, which is something you talked about, she is essentially a walking weapon. that can be, she's at that age where you could form her into anything that you need her to be, right? So I know where I'm leaning, but I don't know which way you're leaning at all.
Honestly, I'm kind of on the fence at this point because for me, Makima's biggest flaw is not just that she's insubordinate, but like she might try and uproot MI6 and make it her own.
Yes, that is true. That is a big downside. That's a strong downside, actually. I think that might be too much baggage. I think Ruri might be, in spite of her youth and inexperience, I think because Makima has more of a potential major downside to her, I think I might have to go Ruri, actually.
I kind of agree.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if Ruri's going to make it past much further.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to make it far, but I just feel like Makima is too control hungry to overlook that flaw.
Yeah. Okay, Makima, you're out of here. Get out of here. Get out of my office. Don't let the door...
winner, therefore, is the Hypnotoad.
That's correct. Moving on, Jay.
Oh, I should have put the Hypnotoad in the tournament. Should have been the Hypnotoad.
Well, you win some, you lose some. Next up, Ruri's up again.
Running the gambit. Okay.
Running the gambit. Ruri's up again, and she's up against another one of your characters. Another one of your unusual picks, but I'm curious to see where you're coming from this. This is from a little-known media franchise known as Pokemon. You nominated Ash Ketchum. So, Jay, give me the pitch for both of these. Why should I...
Okay,
we went through Ruri already.
We went through Ruri, but Ash Ketchum, first of all, has tons of experience fighting against and defeating evil organizations. He's defeated Team Rocket. He's foiled the plans of Team Galactic, who were trying to basically change the world and basically destroy it. He beat Team Plasma. He beat just a bunch of evil organizations. And a lot of people consider Ash, one of Ash's biggest strengths is that he's unpredictable. He will do things that people don't expect to him to do to be able to come out on top. And that's kind of the big reason why I nominated Ash, is because of how unpredictable he might be at times.
Right.
And I feel like that's a big plus.
Yeah, the major downside to Ash, obviously, is a 10-year-old boy.
Yes.
Pretty clear downside to him. Younger than Ruri. But Ash Ketchum has experience dealing with things going against him. He's very perseverant. Is that a word?
He's also traveled the world.
He's independent. He's traveled. He has some sense of kind of a survival type of survival experience out in the wild. I think there's more to Ash as a seed than there is to Ruri as a seed. Ruri is a weapon, as we discussed.
Yes. But
Ash has more life experience that can be used in spycraft.
I think for me, that's the biggest plus with Ash. He's traveled the world. He's camped out, so he has wilderness experience. He's independent. And he's
been in crises and he's dealt with them.
Yes.
Where Ruri has really only dealt with personal issues. Ash has dealt with world-ending issues.
Yeah.
He's dealt with them just
and
fine.
he's come out on top.
And he's come out on top, Jay. He's come out on top. Do you know where you're leaning?
I know where I'm leaning.
Oh, I think I know where you're leaning, and I think we're both leaning the same way. I'm going Ash Ketchum.
I'm going Ash Ketchum as well.
All right, Rory, we knew you wouldn't last too long. I'm sorry to say. Get the hell out of my office.
You're out.
You're out of here. Moving on, Jay. Next one. Another nominee from you. From the Bunny Girl Senpai series. Mai Sakurajima is your next nominee.
Okay.
Followed up and fighting against Ash Ketchum once again.
Okay.
And Jay, why did you put Mai Sakurajima's file in here?
So I put Mai Sakurajima in here because she is a very, very talented and well-known actress. And the reason why and you might say like, oh, well, like if she's well-known, that might be a problem because if they see her face, then like obviously. But the thing is, we are MI6. We are a very, very high-budget organization that can very easily turn her into another person, make her a role that she will be able to play out perfectly. She doesn't need to be Mai Sakurajima. She just needs the talent of Mai Sakurajima.
Okay. So you think that her acting ability is her major upside?
Yes, I think her acting ability would be
I think she has a major downside, and that is, like Holo, an inability to blend in. I feel like she is a pseudo-celebrity, full-on celebrity. People would know her if they saw her. I think Mai Sakurajima would make a great asset to MI6 in terms of like, she would make a very good hyper-specific asset. A supervillain is directing a movie. We want you to go in there and gather information. Excellent. Mai Sakurajima, there is a weapon arms dealer dealing weapons out of a ship out in the middle of the Atlantic. We want you to go in there and infiltrate. I don't think she'd make it. Everyone would be like, hold on a second. Are you Mai Sakurajima? And then it's a whole other can of worms, because then who knows? Maybe they kidnap her, hold her for ransom, you know? I think she draws too much attention to herself. I think that's her major downside.
Well, here's my other argument. Mai Sakurajima in a spy outfit would give us a lot of revenue.
She would look great. She'd look great.
Yeah.
She would look great. I just don't know if she'd make a really good spy, you know? I feel like she's too recognizable. Honestly, James Bond doesn't make a very good spy. He stands out too much. Everybody says, like whenever you watch like real life spies, they're like, you want a spy that just you want somebody who doesn't stand out. You want the most average looking person in the world to be a spy. And James Bond is too good looking. And he draws too much attention to himself. But you know, it's James Bond. Mai Sakurajima, I think, kind of falls into that camp. Whereas Ash Ketchum, as we've said, no one's looking at a 10-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Same problem.
I mean, I think the thing is, like, if Ash were to infiltrate something and they saw him, they'd be like, what are you doing here, kid? Beat it.
Why is there a little child here? But he could go crawling through vents. You know, he could crawl through vents. No one would ever see him.
Yeah.
But I think I'm leaning towards Ash. Where are you going?
I think Ash has more experience in the field. I think Mai is a one-trick pony.
It's kind of what I mean. Yeah, like she'd be really good in a hyper-specific thing.
Well, like I think like if you were like, oh, we need you to infiltrate this this casino and act as a player, This is the role we're giving you. Play this role. She'll do it very, very well.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
But like if we were like, we need you to sneak in here.
Yeah. Yeah. How's her
Does she have any-
infiltration skills?
Yeah.
You don't really know. The other thing too, which you may push back against, I almost nominated, so spoilers, Rin Tosaka is not in this. I almost nominated Rin Tosaka, but then I realized I don't know if a tsundere would make a good spy. You know what I mean? Like they wear their emotions too much on their sleeve, and they're kind of too hot-headed sometimes.
I see the thing about Mai though is like I wouldn't say she's like super tsundere.
I know she's one of those like modern tsunderes. She's one of those newfangled tsunderes.
She's one of those new models
who's not quite a tsundere, but she has some elements of tsundere. So that's why like I said like you may have an argument with her because she's not really a tsundere, but she has some of those tendencies.
She does. But I think like the anger that she really shows is more of just like her being a rounded character rather than just like her being dere or like tsundere. It's just like she can show many different sides like a normal person. Yeah.
I think that we file Mai Sakurajima in like a special file folder that's like if we're ever in this situation, we go to her. But as a general overall spy, I think Ash Ketchum would make a better asset to MI6, in my humble opinion. Yeah. You agree?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll do that spy thing of just keeping her around, but at like arm's distance.
We'll keep her file on file.
Moving on. Ash Ketchum running the gambit.
Okay.
Here he is again. And the next one here is from an anime. This is from an anime. And that is Persona 5, the animation. I went with Joker, the main character.
Okay.
Main character, Joker. Has a experience in infiltration, of course.
He does.
He is unassuming. You know, he doesn't
very
scream.
Average guy.
He's a very average looking person. Yes, he has a criminal record, but like, you know, we can get that taken care of. We know what really happened. You know, he has a sense of justice as well. I struggle to think of a downside for Joker. Of course, I nominated him, so it's easy for me to say. Can you indulge me in giving me a downside? Jay?
My biggest downside is a lot of his success comes from the people he worked with. Like if he were alone, I don't think the Phantom Thieves would have been as successful as they were.
Interesting.
You know, like he has, you know, like he has infiltrated palaces before, and I will give him that. However, a lot of his infiltration missions have been with his party.
True.
If it weren't for Futaba, he wouldn't have that hacking ability, right?
I would say though, Futaba's kind of the last. I'll grant you being the rest of the party, but like you'll have somebody in your ear.
Yeah. I just mean like I just mean like as a general like example of like his skills. Right?
Yeah.
Like you can't count that skill. I don't know, like the one time he was kind of alone, I look at the very beginning of the game. Right? Or the very beginning of the anime. He gets caught.
Yeah, it's a setup though, you know.
It is a setup. But like he was running away. Right? He was trying to escape and he still gets caught.
Yeah. I just feel like you can teach somebody some of those other things. I think those intangibles, though, that Joker has initially gives him are definitely some positives for him. He, like I said, he's unassuming. Like he doesn't stand out in a crowd, which is an important thing, in my opinion, for a spy. And like I said, he has infiltration experience. He's able to get into things. He's able to follow instructions as well, akin to the Futaba thing.
Yeah.
But he's also able to come up with plans. He's able to work in a team as well too.
Yeah.
Which is an important part of being a spy. Yeah. Ash Ketchum.
Well, Ash can also work in a team.
Right. I would say like the Ash Ketchum has also like worked, like a lot of the stuff he's done has also been with a team.
Yes.
Right. So, I mean, that's kind of a wash. Ash Ketchum he's a pseudo celebrity, you know, he's a Pokemon League champion.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, Joker, I mean, yeah, he's, like I said, criminal record. We know what happened. You know, MI6 has eyes everywhere. You know, we saw the whole thing go down. We know it was just, what he was doing. That's neither here nor there.
But I mean, at the same time, Joker is the leader of the Phantom Thieves, and they are well known online.
Yeah, but they don't know that he is whatever. Ren is his actual name.
Yeah.
Like he's,
but like I just because your nomination was Joker, so like
yeah. Fair, valid. But like he could just take off the mask and no one would know who he is. Puts on his glasses. I mean, come on, he's just some kid with floofy hair.
He's just Clark Kent.
He's just that's a completely different person. Who's that guy? I'm leaning Joker. And not even just from like a
I think
he's my nomination, but like from a
I think the big thing about Joker is he's basically like a more targeted Ash Ketchum, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like Ash has done a lot of things in the field. He's toppled evil organizations and things like that. Joker has done a lot of spy-ish things because he's a thief.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's literally a thief.
He's that like quintessential like cat burglar, essentially. Yeah. Which is like, you know, what's the difference between that and a spy, really?
Yeah.
One is sanctioned by the government.
I didn't nominate Joker because I thought he was too close to a spy.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what, Jay? Let's use our tiebreaker then.
Yeah.
Let's let fate decide. Let's see how lucky Joker is.
Okay.
And Joker won.
Never see it coming.
It was name two. Name two came out ahead, and Joker was the second name. So,
yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Ash Ketchum. I'm sorry, you made it pretty far. You had a good run.
Yeah.
But you ran the gambit. Couldn't make it any further than this. That's all right though. This is an interesting one, Jay. This is one of my nominations. So one of my only manga nominations, and it's from a manga that you introduced me to. And it's a dark horse for sure. And that is Rin Koyama from Girl Meets Rock. The bass player from that band.
Okay.
Now I'll draw the second name before I kind of explain why I went with her. But the second one is Chika Fujiwara from Kaguya-sama. So the reason I went with Rin Koyama was she is a master manipulator, which is an excellent trait for a spy in terms of social engineering. Again, we can train people on, you know, combat and all of that other stuff. But I feel like that is an intangible that you will have a tough time training into people, is the ability to manipulate somebody else. You know what I mean?
I do. Yep.
She's able to gather information on people, and she's able to use things against her enemies, essentially, right? Whereas Chika Fujiwara, Jay, if you would please give the committee an introduction on her.
So most of my nomination of Chika was kind of just a joke. She was mostly a joke nomination, but like, because like I was like, wouldn't it be funny just like hearing Chica like sneaking around. She's like, shuk, 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 shuk.
She's also low key like smarter than she lets on.
Yes.
She has like a bit of a detective aspect to her.
Yeah, like there is a reason why she is on the student council at Shuichin Academy.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
So,
the school.
Whatever it's called. Yeah.
The school. An elite school as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's also like multi-talented. She's very accomplished, right? Isn't she like a world-class pianist?
Yes.
Isn't that like one of her traits?
Yeah. She's also like which is really funny. She's like not famous, but like she like she's a top tier ramen connoisseur.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I will say, Chica, whilst being a joke pick from you, kind of low key along the lines of Kirito. Like I think she'd make a good spy. She's kind of dense though, right? Which is the major downside. Like
I feel like at the same time, if she were to get caught, she would loudly complain.
I feel like the villains of the world have a good way of dealing with complaints. She's not afraid to cheat though, which for a spy is not a bad thing.
I think that's an asset. You're right.
I don't want an honest spy.
No.
I want somebody that I low-key can't trust as well.
Loki can't trust. I feel like Chica also is capable of doing things that people wouldn't expect.
Mm-hmm. The unexpected aspect to her is
she's
certainly
not
there.
Straightforward.
Right.
Who expected the Band-Aid on the bow?
No one. Definitely not me. Definitely not me. Yeah, Chica's a bit too goofy though, you know?
I feel like the goofiness though kind of like it allows you to be more creative.
Mm-hmm.
If you're too like straight, what's the word? Like too rigid and too like stone-faced, you're not as creative in like coming up with exit strategies or other plans like that. Whereas like if you're goofy, if you got like a free-flowing brain, you're coming up with like wacky things no one would ever expect.
Yeah, but sometimes those wacky things don't work. You know what works? Someone who's able to manipulate somebody. Someone who's able to
I feel
talk.
like Chica has manipulation feats in her.
Feats in her, maybe. Maybe she's got it in her. But I know Reen's got it in her. She has manipulated almost everybody in that manga into like her plans. Everything is her design. The whole band that she's currently in, and everything is. We have a way to control her as well with whatever the main character's name is. You know, we have a way to control her. Chica, wild card. I don't know what to do to control Chica. She's chaos incarnate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing though is like, isn't James Bond a bit of a wild card too? Like he does follow rules.
Mm-hmm.
But like sometimes he'll just like completely go against MI6.
Yeah, but he like there is a track record to James Bond. Yeah, his things don't work, but like, or his things are chaotic and he doesn't listen to instructions. But he's got like the luck of the devil, you know? Things somehow work out for him. Like just Chica will play a game and get caught cheating, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
she gets caught. She gets caught. Reen gets caught, but it's too late by the time you catch her. It's like, oh, you planned this all out. She's like, yeah, I did. Let's keep going. This is the way that it is. I made this band out of machinations and just sheer willpower. But Chica's kind of got like more skills, but Reen has one hyper specific and very useful skill.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't Reen also like Bump of Chicken?
She also likes Bump of Chicken, and she's my favorite character in that manga. She's hilarious. She's got some of the best like when it cuts to her and she's got like some plan going on. She's got her best facial expressions in that whole manga. She's a delight. Also, the bass players are always the funniest characters in these manga and anime.
Yeah, K-on's the best example of that.
K-on, or I mean Bocchi the Rock. You know, whether you want to go Rio or Hiroi, the drunk bass player. You know, the bass player's always kooky. I'm going Rin, but I want if you're not going Rin, I could go Chica. Which way are you going?
I mean, Chica was mostly a joke pick. She does have like she is more competent than she leads on.
Yes.
And I think that she also has a lot of like executive experience and experience following direction because like she does work under the president.
Yeah.
Shirogane. But I feel like as a spy, things would go wrong for her more often than they'd go right.
Yeah.
You kind of mentioned how Bond has like the devil's luck. I feel like Chica has like bad luck.
Sometimes
where like she'd try to cheat and then it would go like against her.
Right.
For it.
Yeah.
Right.
Because she's also surrounded by highly intelligent people who catch her.
Yeah. Yeah.
But like there's highly intelligent people out in the world too.
Yeah. The thing I will say is like Rin is a manipulator, but she manipulates students. She doesn't manipulate like people out in the real world. So
True.
Yeah.
True. But those are her peers, right? She's also a student. So like if you could train her up to the intelligence of an adult, look out. Also, she's potentially, are you caught up on the manga? Like, did you read
I'm
this
not
week's?
caught up, no.
Oh, okay. There's another master manipulator in the manga who's been introduced, and they kind of butt heads. And this last chapter ended on a cliffhanger where she may have gotten the better of her older her older foil, who is also a manipulator. So she has the potential to also manipulate people who have more experience than her. So stay tuned, because that may come back and bite me in the butt. But for now, I'm going Rin. I'm going Rin.
I'll go Rin this time. I don't know much. I don't know enough about her to say like I think she'll go far. But I'll go with her this time.
The thing with Rin is you know like the important things, right? Like you've read enough of the manga to know that she is like a manipulator. That's like her thing. Yeah. That's her major selling point. But I mean, we've already discussed some people who I think would take her out anyway. So that said, we move on. Next up, Joker. Once again, we've had him. Don't need to explain him too much. And Kirito.
Okay.
This is the heavyweights here. These are the big boys. These are the big boys. Oh man, flip a coin for this one, Jay.
Here's my deal breaker here. I feel like there are pros and cons for both.
Yes.
Joker, I feel like, has more espionage experience, infiltrating and things like that. Kirito does have that as well. He, the death gun and all that. The thing that kind of leans me more toward Kirito, though, is Kirito has experience listening to government direction, whereas Joker's more of a leader in his situation. So, like, while yes, he might be able to be trained to listen to direction, Kirito's already got that.
Yes. I would say the opposite in terms of Joker being a leader. Like if something happens in the field and he needs to make a decision, I feel like he's got a leg up. That said, I'm still leaning Kirito, and it's for a very, very stupid reason, but it's still valid. And that is, there is baggage associated with Joker. We would have to wipe his criminal record. Kirito does not have a criminal record. Again, we could easily take care of that. But if we've got the choice between the two, I would rather take somebody that we don't need to kind of do some workarounds for. You know, it's a tie-breaking situation. I think both of them would be great, but I gotta lean Kirito. I feel like they're essentially the same. Joker probably has a little bit more on the positive side with regards to that espionage side of things, but he also has a downside, right? Where Kirito has, like, what's his downside? He has his girlfriend,
and his
is my wife.
Yeah.
So
my wife, you mean?
No, my wife. I'm going Kirito. I think.
I'm going Kirito. I think you've convinced me.
Okay. Joker. Keep his file though. Keep his file.
Yeah. No,
put him in the waiting room.
If we ever need like a backup agent, I think Joker's the one we call.
All right. Now we're moving along. Tetsuo Kuroko, Jay. Kuroko's basketball, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm curious.
I'll explain who he is. Yeah. And kind of what his thing is.
No, that's him again. Well, you'll have to explain two characters because the next one up is Fighter D.
Okay.
From Go-Go Loser Ranger. So we'll start with Kuroko.
So I'll start with Kuroko. So Kuroko is a master of two things that I think both make for an excellent spy. One, so on the basketball court, when he is playing, people always think that his team is down one player because they keep forgetting that he's there.
Oh, okay. He blends in.
He's a master at blending in.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and then the other one is he learned to utilize that by playing as a basketball skill, and he's like, well, if people don't notice me, how can I utilize that?
Right.
And he learned the art of misdirection. So he learns a way to make people kind of, or he
sleight of hand,
basically. Yeah, sleight of hand and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's a invaluable skill.
Yeah,
in spycraft, I think that's very good. Now, moving on, Fighter D.
Fighter D's
nuts.
From Go-Go Loser Ranger, and I have two very, very big positives for Fighter D, and that's the fact that he has infiltrated an organization before. He infiltrated the Rangers base as a cadet to try and uproot them. And then also he has the ability to transform into basically anyone, and he can look like basically anyone.
Fighter D. I forgot about that aspect of him. Like, that is the most powerful thing you can use if you are infiltrating something.
Yeah.
Right? He has infiltration experience, like you said. He's able to get out of sticky situations.
Yeah.
And he can transform into anyone.
Yeah. What else do you want?
Have a nice week, everyone. See you next week. I gotta go Fighter D.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of not fair, is it?
It's kind of not fair. I feel like we've found a favorite here. But we do have to make arguments for everybody. But I feel like Kuroko, and I'm sorry I said it wrong, everybody. I'm sure you all left comments. Thank you. Valuable. He just drew an unlucky card, which, I mean, hey, I mean, that's part of it. You got to be lucky.
Yeah, I think, like, against certain people on this list, he would have won.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
He has so many positive assets going for him.
Tenacity, the ability to take a skill that he has and utilize it in something else that's important. But what would I rather have? Somebody who blends in, or somebody who can just transform into anyone?
Yeah,
and thereby blend in.
I mean, like, one is You just can't even, like, you can't notice him.
Mhm.
It's involuntary.
Yeah.
The other, it's like they're not even there because there's someone else.
Or they can be like the head of some other organization that we can, we kidnap the head of the we acquire the head of the organization. Put him in the trunk of a car or something.
We kindly borrow the
Mhm.
head of an organization.
We tell Fighter D, hey, transform into this guy, infiltrate, and then take out that organization from the inside.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tough to beat, Jay.
That's like, we're on another level now.
That's up there, yeah. Moving on, Jay, you got another interesting pick here in Toru from My Hero Academia.
Okay.
And she will go up against Fighter D.
Okay.
I mean, Toru. Give me the. Sorry, she's your nominee. You get the rundown
okay.
for
So
her.
Toru is a hero in training at this point in the series. I believe she is a hero. So I think we call her a hero.
They're all heroes, Jay. They're all heroes.
God bless. And her basic ability is she can turn invisible.
She is invisible.
She is invisible.
Right.
She also has experience working for like government organizations, because like the way heroes work here is it's more of like a company, or like something that's like the police.
There's pseudo private police kind of thing. Yeah.
So like there's legal and subordinate experience for her. But yeah, her big upside is she's invisible.
Yes. Very useful. She'd be very good at observation, stakeouts, stuff like that. No one would ever see her.
Yeah.
Would she be good at her downside? While she has a major upside, her downside would be like, is she able to like get information out of somebody? Right? Like she's a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas Fighter D can transform into anybody.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he can kind of do that anyway.
Yeah.
Along with all of the other stuff that we just talked about, like a couple minutes ago.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I feel like a lot of people would be like, oh, but like he's part of the villain organization. So how does he... How does he like how is he subordinate? There's stuff that's revealed later that kind of like makes that point a little bit moot, that I don't want to spoil.
Yeah, and I mean like he works within an organization.
He does. Yeah.
He has experience in that. So does Toru as well.
Yeah.
That is certainly the obvious downside, is that he's, he's a bad guy.
Yeah. But he doesn't have a criminal record.
Right. And I mean, like,
but even if he did,
we find ways of controlling people,
Yeah.
We have a way.
Where am I?
Ways. We have ways. Yeah. Sorry, Toru. Good pick. I think she's one of those ones we'll keep the file around for if we ever need somebody to do like a observation mission or something like that, but surveillance. But Fighter D, he just keeps going.
He just keeps coming back.
And he's back again, Fighter D.
Okay.
Running the gambit.
Who's he beating this time?
Oh, here she is, Jay. Here she is.
Oh,
you know her. You love her. It's Misato Katsuragi, Jay.
Okay.
Low-key, I think Misato is like legitimately a good pick for a spy. Like she kind of is one. Like she has military experience. She has firearms experience. She has combat experience. She's basically female James Bond. She gets drunk.
Pretty much.
She's damaged.
Yeah.
And she has black hair. Kind of purplish black hair.
But
she's got brown eyes. She's just beautiful.
Yeah, but you did bring up you did bring up something earlier that is kind of a big downside for her, and that's that like for like a good spy, generally you don't want someone who's good looking.
True.
You know,
But you can, just for argument's sake, Jay.
Yeah.
You can utilize that though, right?
Yeah.
You know, you can use her and be like, listen, we got this guy over here. He's got information. We need you to get it. We need you to get it out of him by any means necessary. On the other hand, Fighter D could just transform into Misato and do the same thing.
Yeah. Here's my other big issue with Misato. I feel like she's a little too loyal to the company that she belongs.
Yeah, but she would belong to MI6 then.
No, I know, but like what I mean by that is like with James Bond, like if he disagrees with a call and like it and he would work around it to like do his own things so the mission is done. Whereas if Misato's told no, you're not doing that, she won't do it, even if like she thinks otherwise. You know,
what are we even Fighter D?
Fighter
what are
D.
we even talking about? What are we doing? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Why did I even bring anybody? Why did I even bring in these files, Jay? You know, I brought in all these files. All of the characters left are mine and Fighter D.
Yeah.
I'm screwed. Misato, though, I would like to keep her file on file. I feel like she would be a good asset at some point. Maybe not a 00, though. I feel like she'd
make a very good money penny.
She'd make a good field agent. I feel like she'd still be good in the field, but like if, you know, we've got like the major situation going on where we're sending in like, you know, the 00 agent, the best of the best.
Yeah.
She's not that. She's a good field agent.
Yes.
In a normal situation.
Yes.
So we'll refer her file down to.
She'd be a good MI6 agent.
Yeah, we'll refer her file just down to general
program.
Yeah, general recruitment. Yeah. Which generally, I think all four of the remaining characters would at least make that. Our next up, who I thought was gonna run away with it, Kirito. Kirito's up next. He still could.
Yeah.
And he's up against Rin Koyama, the manipulator extraordinaire. Goes without saying, I think any of these characters left. There's one that we haven't even talked about yet, but the ones that we have talked about at this point, I think we'll keep their files on hand. But Rin is very hyper specifically good at manipulation.
Yeah.
Kirito is good at kind of everything.
He's kind of more of an all-rounded, and I think like I look back at Rin's last bout with Chica, where Chica like she's a bit more like a Kirito, where like she has like hands in different piles or in different pies.
Yeah.
Kirito, his all-roundedness is more expertized than Chica's, where like it feels still more like a diamond in the rough rather than something that's been polished.
Yeah. Kirito,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, Kirito has experience.
Yeah.
In addition to having kind of those general all-around talents. Whereas Chica has all-around talents, but she has the tendency to fold under pressure, I think. Where Kirito, I feel like, would persevere. That said, Kirito's obviously moving on. Rin Koyama, I think, would make an excellent addition to the operations department, along with like a money penny type of thing.
Or like a like an interrogation.
Oh, yeah. In the interrogation department. Yeah. Send her down there. Yeah. Sorry, Rin. Hey, man, she made it to the final four. That's pretty good for her. Yeah. Moving on, though. Kirito.
Okay.
Is up against, you know what? I drew Fighter D, but I'm going to hold off on that because I feel like he needs to be the final boss. Kirito's going up against Mao Mao.
Okay.
From the Apothecary Diaries.
So Cole, why don't you tell us,
Mhm.
me and the listeners, what makes Mao Mao a good spy
Mao
or a good
Mao
secret
is
agent?
right. Mao Mao is essentially at this point a hybridized version between a doctor and a detective. That's
Mhm.
essentially her character. She has experience with poisons. So if you need an
Mhm.
assassination done, I feel like Mao Mao's kind of your girl. She's unassuming as well. She's kind of this little unremarkable girl, right?
Mhm.
Like what makes her remarkable is her intelligence and her knowledge of kind of everything. Like
Mhm.
she has experience solving cases. She has experience, like I said, with different poisons and whatnot. Uh, yeah, that's kind of her main thing. I don't know if there's a downside to Mao Mao per se,
Mhm.
but I don't think her positives put her above somebody like Kirito.
That's kind of where I'm leaning.
I
I feel like Mao Mao would be great in like the medical bay or like
Mhm.
Q Lab or something like that.
Yes, in Q Lab. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Oh, send her down there. But like I do think that Mao Mao. Well, I said like if you need an assassination done, send Mao Mao. But like you could
Mhm.
just have Mao Mao in Q Lab putting together like a concoction of different chemicals
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
poisons, and then send out a Kirito to
Yeah.
go do it. Yeah, send her down to Q Lab.
Yeah.
Kirito
I feel
is
like Q would make like wondrous use of her
she is Q. She's the
abilities.
new Q. Fire Q.
Fire
Mao
Q,
Mao's
hire
Q.
Mao Mao.
Mao Mao's Q. Mao Mao's the new Q. Yeah, no, I think Kirito is the winner here. The
Mhm.
winner, unfortunately, has to go up against Fighter D.
Is this the final round?
This is the final round.
Okay.
Kirito
Okay.
versus Fighter D.
Mhm. So I guess the big thing is what are the pros and cons of each?
Kirito has combat experience,
Mhm.
but he cannot transform into anyone. Major downside.
Yeah.
Fighter D
Yeah.
can transform into anybody,
Yeah.
but it's also very weak as well.
Yes.
Like, aren't the
Yes.
putties or whatever they're called in it, like, essentially like just punching bags? They're very weak.
Pretty much. Like he's been trained how to fight better and he's like done things that have been like competent.
Mm.
But like I feel like Kirito is a better fighter.
Combat. Yeah,
I
combat.
think.
But
The only thing that comes to mind though is like I seem to remember in Ordinal Scale, whatever the movie was, he wasn't good in the movie until the end. He did get good at the end. So
he gets good.
yeah.
He gets good. That's
Yeah.
that's what matters. I will say though, it doesn't matter how good you are at fighting if your opponent only thinks you're dead.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Fighter D could get out of a situation because he can basically play possum.
He also
Very
can't
well.
die.
He can't die.
When he gets killed, he gets sent right back to the floating fortress in the sky and gets respawns there.
Yeah. I'm very upset with you for bringing Fighter D into this situation.
Here's my big thing against Fighter D though.
Okay, sure.
Inside MI6, who's a face that can like inspire hope from all the other agents of like, oh, this is the guy.
We don't manufacture hope at MI6, Jay. We don't care about hope. We want to keep things under wrap. We just want the job done. That's what I say.
I'm trying, man.
I know
trying
you're
to
trying.
fight for your guy.
It's okay, Jay. I've lost. I know this. You brought the ultimate spy in Fighter D. Kirito, we want the best of the best. Kirito's obviously going on to being a field agent.
Yeah.
Like, we're not losing him. We're not losing him.
No.
But there can only be one 00.
Yeah.
007, if you will.
Yeah.
Is there 001?
He can even look like James Bond if we wanted him to.
He could look like James Bond. He could look like any of the James Bond. Name a James Bond. He could look like him.
Yeah. That's how you explain that's how you explain the different actor thing. It's just Fighter D.
It's Fighter D, and he's putting on different faces. Fighter D is the winner. Like, there's no, you're not going to hear an argument from me.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, like, under the right circumstances, I mean, Fighter D, if he gets the right training, that combat experience is kind of negligible.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, exactly. That's, like you can train somebody how to fight.
Yeah. You
can't train somebody how to transform into somebody else.
Yeah. And also be indestructible.
And also immortal, essentially.
Yeah.
Unable to die. So, Fighter D is, you know what? I'm putting out the call out there too. If anybody can come up with anyone who could potentially be a better spy than Fighter D. Now remember, you can't name a spy. You can't name a pre-established spy.
I feel like Fighter D would be a better spy than Lloyd Forger.
I'm just saying, like, somebody out there will be like, what about Lloyd Forger? He's already a spy. You're right. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Lloyd Forger is good at disguises. I'm sorry. He cannot literally transform into somebody else.
Imagine, like, here's the thing. Imagine, like, both Fighter D and Lloyd Forger get caught, and they're both in the same disguise, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guy goes up to Lloyd Forger. Let's see who's behind that mask. It's Agent Twilight. And then he walks up to the other guy. Let's see who's behind that mask. Tries to pull off the mask. Ow, that's my nose.
That's my real live nose. How dare you pull on my nose? And then Lloyd Forger's over there saying, I would have got away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what would have happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Fighter D is the clear winner here, Jay. Congratulations.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't apologize. We're recruiting. We're recruiting.
True.
You get the points, and I get the shame.
Well, there it is.
Well, there it is, everybody. There it is. Yeah, let us know if you can come up with anybody who could potentially take out Fighter D from being the ultimate spy. We've got reviews coming up, though, Jay, as I get into my spiel. Our next review is an anime review. It's now and then, here and there. And then we've got a manga review coming up after that, Magical Girl Dandelion. So look forward to those. You do have homework to do. So get on it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me read my script. Jay, let me read my script. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of AniPro. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend about us. If you really like us, why don't you consider supporting us on Patreon like these lovely people: Mr. Family Guy 36, Elijah Wood, Braindead B-Dog, Kratos, Mogmog, Uncle of Light, Saffron, Genus 26, and Taco. By supporting us on Patreon, you get access to all sorts of perks, and it really helps out the show. We're also on social media at AniProPod, and please join our Discord community to keep up with us and other listeners. Jay, you won today's battle, our tournament.
I did.
And your prize is leading us in a round of bye-byes.
All right. Well,
what a prize
please, in the comments down below or on our Discord, let us know who can beat Fighter D as a spy.
Yeah.
I challenge you. And if you can do it, I'll read your message in a future episode. So that's your incentive.
That's your incentive.
That's your incentive. But until that day comes, all I have left to say are two words. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.